Hi guys, welcome in. If you're new, and welcome back if you've been here before. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Saturday, May 4th, 2024, but if the title catches your eye, this reading is timeless, so there will be something in here for you. So I know a lot of times I start out with stories, and hopefully that's not annoying, but in this case, because of the reading I'm doing, I just need to tell you some background of how this came to be. So yesterday or last night, I watched a movie called Ordinary Angels with Hilary Swank and the guy that plays Jack Reacher. And my husband doesn't usually like to watch these kind of, feely, movies. But I clicked on it and I said, I want to watch that one, but I know you don't want to watch it. He said, no, go ahead and put it on. So, which was shocking to me. The story was about this woman she worked it's a true story. And it happened in Kentucky, and this woman worked in hair salon, and she was an ordinary person, had gone through lots of struggles in her life and whatnot, and was actually an alcoholic. And I'm not giving anything away, but in this movie, she makes a huge difference in one family's life. This one person, who is an ordinary person, who doesn't have a whole lot of money herself, who has been broken by life and things that have happened to her. And in that movie, they're reading a book called Starfish on the Beach. And in the book, a little kid is telling his mom all these starfish on the beach, and they're trying to throw them all in the water. And the parent, I think, says something to the effect that, we're not going to be able to save them all. It's going to be hard to make a difference or something like that. And the kid picks one up and throws it in and says, well, I made a difference to that one. Meaning, there may be 400 here, but I can save this one. So that message was in the movie. Really cool. But I found myself right at the beginning of the movie, as the story was unfolding, I kept welling up with tears. And I was saying to my husband, this is making me cry. It really makes you understand that one person can make a difference. One person, no matter who you are or what you have, you can make a difference to another person. So that was one thing that led to it. The other day, I was scrolling through one of the channels that I subscribe to, has about 102,000 subscribers. This person is a reader, and their videos get probably anywhere between 5,000 and 12,000 views each one. And this person does a couple a month for every single sign. So that's hundreds of thousands of views altogether. And this person was putting up a post in the community asking for people to ask their friends to subscribe and this and that because the algorithm was off and this and that. And I was thinking, what are you talking about? How much would be enough for you? Over 100,000 subscribers isn't enough. 10 to 12,000 views per video isn't enough. What is going on here? So anyway, I was triggered by that. And then I also started to question myself, what about you with your little channel? And the last time I did all the signs, I got 7 or 8 views for each sign. I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And so that made me question, what I'm doing. And and then this morning I woke up and there was a notification in my YouTube, if you subscribe to a channel and you hit notifications, you're notified of a new video. And this notification was for Sagittarius, and it was this quick reading. So I clicked on it and I listened to it. It was pretty good. And then I was like, how did I get that notification? Why did I get that notification? I'm not following any hashtags. So, but and anyway, so I messaged this person. The other thing I saw was that this person is relatively new. It only had 14 videos and like 500 subscribers, but was getting thousands of views on the videos. And I'm like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? How can this be? Like, I've been doing this for 6 months and I have several hundred videos and I only have a couple that have, more than 50 views. So I got this message, this feeling about the movie. Like, it doesn't matter, because if you're touching one life, if you're helping one person, that's all that matters. Stop comparing yourself to other people. My guides have given me this message before, but I really started to take it to heart, and I think I was led to watch that movie and whatnot. So then, as I was watching this video that I was notified about, I just scrolled under to see what other videos were there, and there's a video about a near-death experience, and the person talking's name was Rosemary Thornton, and she has written a book. This interview was only a few minutes long, so I thought, I'm going to listen to that after. So I did, and in her near-death experience, the reason why she chose to come back, because she was clinically dead for like 10 minutes. The reason she chose to come back was because her guides or God or source or whoever was up there with her in the, in between, showed her one of the nurses that had held her hand before she passed out, who said, we're not going to let you die. We have plenty of ways to fix this. But when she was clinically dead, the nurse was in a closet crying and thinking, I told this woman we weren't going to let her die, and was bawling and sobbing. And the Rosemary said, I have to go back because I need to save this person from feeling this grief for the rest of their life. And so she made the decision basically to go back because she could help this one person. Okay. So I got the message loud and clear several times over the past couple days that if you make a difference to one person, it's worth it. Another story recently, and I can't even remember where I heard it, where I saw it or whatever, was a person talking about going on a, not a hike, but going to see some caves that were underground, really deep underground, and they were really dark. And they had, I don't know if they had headlamps or what, but their guide, when they got into the caves, said, this is real, not imagined. So when they got into the cave, the guide, the person who was taking them through the cave, said, everybody turn off their lights. And the person that was being interviewed or talking about this said it was the darkest dark they had ever seen. And then the guide, the person that was taking them through the caves, lit one single match. And the whole place was lit. With that one single match, in that profound darkness, they could all see each other. And this person who had done this interview or was talking about this experience said it was a reminder to them that how one little light from one little person can shine big and bright on many people. So that was another kind of part of that message. So what am I getting to? We all make a difference in some way, somehow. Now remember, if you don't feel that you're making a difference, don't get discouraged. You will be shown, I'm being told, you will be shown how you're making a difference. Whoever it is that this reading is for, that you've come to this video, you're going to be shown how you make a difference in some way. I don't know how that will be. Do you have a dog, a cat, a horse, a pet? You make a difference to them. Do you have houseplants? Do you have a garden? You make a difference to those plants. Remember, everything has energy. So we are making a difference. Okay, so I sat down to do this reading, did my meditation as I usually do, got ready to do the reading, knew what it was going to be about. I picked up this deck, And this is a stone that I've had that's been on this deck for a long time. It was a gift from a friend. I picked up the deck with my thumb was on the stone in the deck, and I picked it up. I've done it many times, and the stone broke in half. And I was like, oh no. I obviously, and I picked up the crystals. Well, on the top of the deck was this card. And the little particles that had come off were on top of the deck, this card. And I got the message, take that card. So I got rid of that and I picked up the card. And the card is, you are here for a purpose, learning, realizing what matters to you. You are here for a purpose. How appropriate, right? Spirit just works in mysterious ways. So usually I pick up the deck and start shuffling it right immediately, which I couldn't do because the stone's little pieces were on top. So the universe, spirit, my guides, whoever wanted this, made sure that I was not going to shuffle because they wanted me to get that card out. Little synchronicities, right? And then I was feeling bad about the stone, and they gave me another analogy. This stone is broken, but it still has value. And maybe even more value because now I have two. So I can put one on this deck and I can use this on another deck. So even though it's broken, like some of us are because of things that we've gone through in our lives, we are still valuable. We still have a purpose. Maybe we're not perfect, but we still are here for a purpose. And we are making a difference in someone's life, human, plant, animal. I mean, when you think about it, even houses that don't have occupants will just die. Not die. Well, everything has energy, right? That wood was living at some point. Every single thing has energy. So your car, if you don't take care of it and change the oil and get new tires and whatever, it will break down and it will rust out and it will deteriorate. When we have things and our energy is there and we love and appreciate things, it makes a difference. I know that I'm giving you what my guides are giving me. I didn't expect to be saying some of these things, but hey, I'm here to be the vessel in the channel for their messages. I don't know what I'm going to title this video yet. We'll have to wait and see how it comes out. Okay, this is what they wanted from that deck. Okay, so we have 20, which is a 2, which is balance and choice, right? You are here for a purpose is the main thing they want you to remember about that card. Then we have a number 35. That is an 8. Mastery and infinity. Let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Wow. And then we have 22, master number. Time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. Go beyond what you have done before. Go do it differently. You are here for a purpose. Let go of a fixed plan. Time to do it differently. So this could be changing your mindset. It could simply be changing your mindset. Changing your mindset. Do it differently. So we need to remember that we have the spark of God light within us, each and every one of us, that we are making a difference. We are making a difference to our bosses, our clients, our customers, our, whoever it is in our everyday life, our husbands, our children, our parents, it doesn't matter. We're making a difference, right? Some differences may be seen easier than others. Like, if you're a surgeon and you save somebody on the operating table, that looks different than somebody putting out, a YouTube video that changes one person's mindset. Obviously, everybody doesn't see that. With a surgeon, there's loads of people who see it. Everybody in the hospital, all the patients and the patients' families. It doesn't matter. The difference is what matters. Making the difference and being a light for somebody, some animal, some plant, some whatever, that is what makes, that is what means something. It's making the difference. Okay. All right, people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Every one of you. I really do. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're flipping these. All right, let me see. In order. Ten of Swords, Justice, Three of Pentacles. Okay, making a difference. Making a difference. Immediately, two things are given to me with this card. One, people who are beating themselves up like I was about my channel and not reaching enough people, etc., or people who are beating themselves up because they don't feel like they matter to anyone. And the other one that came up was people who make a difference and are making a difference to this person we're stopping those swords from going into their back. So if you feel like you don't matter, you're not making a difference, you don't mean anything to anybody, it's not true. It's simply not true. You're here for a purpose, right? And one of the things in that movie that I watched where Hilary Swank's character went to an AA meeting, I think it was, and I don't want to give it away because the movie's so good. I recommend every single one of you to watch it, Ordinary Angels. But so she hears a pastor say, we all need to find something that is, what was the wording, Spirit? Help me remember. Find a purpose that's greater than yourself. Find a purpose that's greater than yourself. I'm pretty sure that was it. So that was one of the reasons why she thought that this mission for this family was the purpose greater than herself. And it will give you a reason to live, or something similar to that. So we all need that. We need to have something that we get up for every day, something that gives us happiness and joy or whatever. So it could be volunteering. I don't know if they still have those programs where you go to schools and read books to kids, or if they have big brothers and big sisters. I don't know if they have any of that stuff. But, if you have the time and you're retired and you can volunteer, those are ways that you can make a difference. But there's lots of different things. I'm not saying do that. I'm just saying there are ways that we can find things that can give us purpose. Okay. All right. So the other thing was, I'm sorry, I'm all stuttery because there's so many things coming in. So with this Ten of Swords card, it's if you feel like you are this person and you're not making a difference and you don't have a purpose and you don't know who you matter to somebody. I guarantee it. If you are the person who is going to help this person not be stabbed by the swords was the other message. So reaching out. I mean, we've talked about this before. Kindness is free. Give somebody a compliment. Just uplift someone. If you see or get the vibes that somebody isn't feeling too good, or that, just give them some upliftment somehow, okay? And then next we have Justice. So how do we relate this to, having a purpose, being here for a purpose and whatnot? It's what they're giving me right now is you judging yourself. Right? You judging yourself. You got the blindfolds on, you're holding two things, you're weighing them out, and you're not able to see what a difference you do make. You're judging yourself too harshly about, I'm not doing this, similar to what I was doing about my channel. And you're not realizing, because you can't see the ripple effect that your kindness has, that your help has, that your smile has. That, anything, you're not able to see that. right? And then Three of Pentacles. This is creation, collaboration, and Holy Trinity. And Mother Mary is chiming in, and she's saying, I love you all, and I want to. She's showing me coming in and cupping people's faces in her hands, kissing them on the forehead. Just, you are so loved. And being here in Earth School is difficult, and that was one of the things that came out in that Rosemary Thornton story, was that when she left her body behind, she felt, oh, I've left pain and grief and misery and guilt behind. Now I'm free. And when she was talking to the angels, she described it as, they were saying, we know how hard it is to be on earth. We know that it is very difficult. So anyway, so that it's hard to fathom unless you've had an NDE, I guess. So she can always look back on that and get encouraged in her life. And she's trying to encourage other people by doing interviews and by writing her book, obviously. But this is creation and collaboration, right? Collaborating with another, creating something, but also remembering God's love, remembering the love of Source, the love of your guides, the love of your ancestors who have crossed, right? We need to remember that. We're here for a purpose. Let go of a fixed plan. Flow with things, right? Allow the spontaneity to come in so you can grow, right? Do it differently. Take a different perspective. Take a different view of things and how they're going, right? And just remember that you make a difference to somebody. You do. I promise you, you do. Oh. Okay. What other messages can we give the people watching about life's purpose, making a difference, not giving up hope? Don't give up. Don't give up. You may not see the difference you make for a long time. And there are other near-death experience books are pretty amazing. If you haven't read any, you should, because I've probably read 150 stories or more about that. And it really makes you realize that you don't see the ripple effect that you have. We can't see it as we're living life down here on Earth. But the things that we do have a ripple effect, good and bad. I have to be honest here, right? If we shame somebody, we make them feel bad, and then they feel bad, and then people around them feel bad. It's, total ripple effect, good and bad. So let's make more of an effort to have a ripple effect that is going to have good vibes, right? Okay, this is how they wanted me to lay these out. I don't know. You can kind of see it. Maybe I can get it up a little bit higher. And the sun. Okay, so after we were talking about that, the next card that came out is the star. What is this? Hopes, dreams, wishes fulfilled, not worrying about where the next thing is coming from, right? It's letting your worries go. It's being happy and content and just knowing that everything will be okay. Everything will be okay. Maybe somebody's watching this that is struggling right now with some similar situations. Then we have the Three of Swords. This is my least favorite card in the deck. I don't like this card. Okay. But what my guides are giving me is that this is how some of you are feeling right now. Some of you are feeling like defeated and like what I'm doing doesn't matter. But it does matter. It does matter, right? Pull those swords out of your heart or pull them out of somebody else's, right? Threes, creation, collaboration, Holy Trinity, right? So this heart is heart ache. I don't consider it really to be heartbreak because the heart is fully intact. Swords are communication, okay? So some of you may have recently been brokenhearted or what have you, had heartache, because of a conversation you had with somebody, or maybe you feel like you're not getting through to somebody, or something like that. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Okay, they're saying that over and over and over. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. You'll get there. You'll get it. Don't worry. And then the sun. The sun. I love this card because this card basically is you're content even though things aren't perfect. Okay. We need to find joy and contentment in order to have our light shining, right? So even if things aren't perfect, even if things aren't exactly as you want them to be, you still can have sunny joy. That's what they gave me. That's the wording they gave me, sunny joy. Okay, so let's see. Ten of Swords. It could be you saving someone else or someone saving you from this Ten of Swords, right? Or you can get the feeling today, right now, to know that you make a difference to someone or some animal or some plant or some garden or something. Okay? Please do not forget that. And then the Justice card. Don't judge yourself for that, right? You're trying to judge yourself for whether this is worth it, or I am worth it, or what am I doing, and why am I doing this? You need to stop judging yourself, right? You are making a difference, okay? Three of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, 2 threes, double message, 3 and 3, right? Creation, collaboration, Holy Trinity, love, right? Love, love, love. Love is the key. So right now they're saying, yeah, show them. The heart is intact. The heart is the universal sign of love, right? You are loved. Even though you may be a bit broken, like that crystal I showed you, you are still that huge heart. You still have that huge spark. See that inside there? You still have that huge spark inside of you. We all have gone through trials and tribulations in our lives, but it makes us better able to help the next person. I had no clue where this reading was going to go. And then the sun. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped the star. The star and the sun. How perfect, right? It's hard for me to hold those up because of her. The star and the sun. The star and the sun. This is so amazing, guys, right? The star and the sun. I want you to leave this reading feeling uplifted. I want you to leave this reading knowing that you are a wonderful, magnificent spark of God light and that you are here for a purpose. Let go of your fixed plan and flow with what happens, right? Do things a little bit differently. Go out in the world and with the intention of shining your light and showing somebody else some kindness, some love, some appreciation, some attention, some just letting them know you're there. Let go of whatever grief, sadness, self-doubts, all of that. Throw it out the window. Wash your hands of it. Okay? Wash your flexibility. That's so funny. That's the second time that we've had that kind of theme of, let go of a fixed plan. And then the next card from this deck is flexibility. This is the Jody Bergsma Magical Times Empowerment cards. I love this deck. Healing. Perfect. Anything else from this deck, please, Spirit? I hope that you all feel better after you watch this. I hope you feel uplifted and realize, wow, she's right. Rosemary Thornton was right. That movie, Ordinary Angels, was right. That book, Starfish on the Beach, is right. One person is important. One person can make a difference. And we are all here for a purpose. Okay, I guess there's not another card from here. All right, so let's see. Flexibility. This is a mermaid swimming with a clownfish. Gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend, don't break. Bend, don't break. Okay? So, yeah, the message, I'm just feeling so uplifted myself by that flexibility thing. let go of a fixed plan, do things differently, be flexible, bend, don't break. Don't let discouragement break you. We can bend a little bit and be like, okay, I'll try something new. I'll try something different. I'll remind myself that I am a wonderful creation put on this planet for a purpose and a reason. And then healing. This is, it's got like a Celtic knot at the top and 3 unicorns, and then a woman with kind of a cloak over her head. Bless all in need of healing. Hope and love, in need of healing, hope, and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. Guide us to the path of wellness. Yeah. Wonderful, right? Guide us so we are knowing that we are here for a purpose, and that we can help others just by shining our light. We don't have to do anything fantastical like a heart surgeon, because we're making a difference. We are where we're supposed to be, and we are making, what is that saying? Bloom where you're planted. I had to think about that a lot when I was in Tennessee because I felt so out of place there. But eventually Spirit made it possible, my guides, the universe, whatever you want to say, for me to come back home to Maine. Okay, we're going to pull a card from the Denise Linn Sacred Forest Oracle next. What is the card from this deck, please? And I have no idea how long this video is because I can't see the timer because I have the camera turned around so you can see the cards. Still working on lots of things. Still working on trying to get it so I can do personal readings. Hopefully I'll have that figured out today. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is the deck that I need to flatten out. It's a little bit harder to shuffle because it's become some concave a little bit. I hope this video has touched you. I hope that you will be kind enough to me to give it a thumbs up. And comment if you'd like to. I read everyone. Enchanted Fern Grotto, Refuge. Anything else from this deck for this reading, please? Anything else from this deck for my people watching today? Anything else? So don't give up, guys and gals. Don't give up. You may not know your purpose right now, but I guarantee you have one. You have one, okay? You have one. Anything else from this deck? All right. Do we want these? Yes, we do. Okay, we got 3 cards from this. Okay, let's see what we have. Enchanted Fern Grotto, Refuge. This is a number 16, which is a 7, which is reflection, thinking about things you've done. Now, it looks like she's holding an orb of light with a horse in it. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up. See that? Beautiful, right? Whoops. And don't forget, what these cards have is Pegasus. Okay, let me find here it is. All right. 16. Enchanted Fern Grotto. This is the time to go within. Seek and find your inner refuge. Take time for deliberation and reflection. In times of retreat, you can truly hear the voice of your soul. If you have been pushing hard or struggling to keep going, this is the time to be still and nurture your inner world. Draw nourishment from the wellspring within you. Think carefully about decisions you make at this time. If possible, put them off. Now is not a good time to make life-changing choices. Instead, take time to create a foundation for the future. Retreat and reflect on your heart's true desires. Proceed with care and deliberation as you make plans. Listen to your inner guidance. Retreat and replenish your inner resources. Now is not the time to act, but to incubate your ideas for the future. Be still. The answers are within you. Magic is all around you. So some of us, we need to go within. We need to think before we act, I'm hearing. We just need to nurture ourselves and our soul. We need to love ourselves and nurture ourselves and our soul. The next card is Elves, Playfulness. This is a 15. This is 6. 6s are harmony. And this is a young lady standing in a forest. There are stars. There's a moon. There's butterflies. There are, fairies all around, little twinkling lights. All right. Whoops. 15. So we went, okay, so 16 to 15. This is going backwards. Allow your inner child to play. Embrace your innocence. If you have been taking life too seriously, this card reminds you to lighten up. All that is required of you is to enjoy yourself. Yes. Bliss, happiness, right? If your responsibilities and hard work have clogged your life force energy, it's time to give yourself a break and have some fun. Nurture your spirit by doing something unexpected, madcap, or silly, right? And we just had that with the Enchanted Fern Grotto saying we need to rest, reflect, take some time for ourselves. And this is reminding us taking time for ourselves could be just saying, you know what, I want to go bowling, or I want to go to the Y and swim in the pool, or whatever it is that fills up our soul and makes us have some joy. They're telling me I don't need to read anything more about this, that was the point. The point was, yes, you can go within and meditate and, kind of step back before you make any big decisions, but you can also have fun and be playful about it. Starry Night, Acceptance. That's a 41, that's a 5, that's change. Starry Night, Acceptance. I just love this card. It has like a Native American there. There's a moon in the background. This Native American person is gazing up, and it looks like there's a dream catcher up in the corner of the card. You know that you have a place on the planet that is unique and remarkable. Spirit, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tying this together for everyone. Allow blessings of the Creator to cascade into your being. You are so very worthy of this grace and so much more. Embrace all parts of yourself except your majesty. There are times when it may be challenging to fully accept yourself just as you are. Yet when you don't honor all parts of yourself, you are denying yourself a full experience of life. There are no wrong experiences. Each one allows you to grow as a spiritual being. Some people say they can never accept the dark deeds that have been done on the planet. There is no need to do so. Some things are just wrong. However, in order to bring more light into the world, you must first accept yourself in all your permeations. What you deny in yourself runs your life. The more you accept yourself, the more fulfillment and life force energy you will have, right? Accepting ourselves just as we are, in all of our glory, in all of our maybe brokenness, in all of the things that have happened to us, all of the things choices we've made, good and bad, marriages we've had, anything that we've done, we need to accept and embrace ourselves. All of it was for your soul's growth. None of it was wrong. It was all for your soul's growth. Period. That's what they're giving me. Oh, wow. I never expected this reading. I didn't know what to expect. I never do. When they give me a subject, I just have to go with it. So you are all here for a purpose in your source-given perfection. What you are is perfect for the purpose that you are here for, right? What I've gone through is not what somebody else has gone through necessarily. Each one of our paths is different. but it can help me relate to other people that have gone through similar things, and the same for you. This is how we help each other, right? By being understanding and accepting and kind and shining our light like that match in the cave. We are one person. You help one person, then that's great. One starfish is alive because a little boy throws it back in. Just because he can't save 400 doesn't mean that it didn't make a difference to that one. Perfect note to end this reading. Dear love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Oh my goodness, Spirit, thank you so much. Right? You are light. You are love. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. Yes, please. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes. Remember the beginning. You are here for a purpose. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I do love you all. I send you all my heartfelt love. I send you all my kindness. I appreciate each and every one of you, okay? Peace and kindness every single day. Now go shine your light.